the long-standing partnership with the community. Earlier this year, artists from Soweto were invited to enter this competition and co-create the artwork that will be displayed on South Africa's biggest canvas. Truly it is. Today we chatted two of the winners, Brenda Ramadiehe as well as Peter Silwimba and Vodacom representative Tshepo Ramodibe. They join us here in studio. Maybe let's start with you, Tshepo. You're the closest to me. This is as big as competitions get. You can't get bigger than probably South Africa's biggest canvas.
If it's as a platform, yes, the biggest. And I think you can see the towers from anywhere.
Yeah.
And I think for us as Vodacom, not only have we looked at, obviously from a marketing perspective, looking at profiling what Vodacom is doing, selling our product, but also telling the story about what Vodacom gives back to communities. And the biggest canvas that anybody knows in Soweto, whether you're coming in, coming out, if you're a tourist, the towers are the big icon.
And just towers of everything.
Exactly. So this for us was a great platform. So when the opportunity came up for Vodacom to be associated and get its brand reflected on the towers, we saw an opportunity to be innovative, invite young budding artists. We understand the challenge that young artists face, and this was really an opportunity for Vodacom to not only tell its own story as a brand, but give a platform for young budding artists to showcase their work and hopefully use this opportunity as a leapfrog to just get their careers, at a higher level.
I'll talk to Brenda and Peter now, but what was the brief, Tshepo? What was it to the young artists? I also like the fact that it was artists in and around Soweto and not open to people that live outside, which gives them a unique perspective of the city and the vibrancy of Soweto.
So I think the key one, the brief, was really around 22 years of Vodacom connecting communities. And I think a lot of people interact with the brand know us, whether it's Kaizer Chiefs, connecting communities through ICT resource centers. But every day, we're the one product that everybody uses every day. So that was really the broad brief that says show Vodacom not only connecting, enabling opportunity through education and health, but also just being part of that community, but also capture the vibrancy of Soweto. And I think when anybody talks Soweto, it's literally not only the music, their interaction, the passion for Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs and other things. So we literally just said, it's your own interpretation, present that to the world, let's see.
Let me bring them into that conversation. So you get a brief, Brenda, and it's your own interpretation. And bearing in mind, they're on our screen right now, what was the thing that came to you as an artist? What do you think was the winning thing that you created that made you stood out?
First of all, I did think of the brand itself and Vodacom and what it has done for me, and also Soweto. Yeah, Soweto brings out joy. Wherever we are in the world, we mention Soweto, and like, wow, we're like celebrities, it's in a form. And yeah, I think it was just understanding the brief, what they need, what they're looking for in the artwork, and then infusing everything, understanding Vodacom and understanding Soweto, and then bringing the mix of it together.
Peter, for you, what was it about it that you had to create that you think won you that spot?
First of all, whenever you're tackling anything in regards to art, you have to think about what you're going to be doing. So the first thing, I've never really lived in Soweto before, so I had to actually visit Soweto twice. And as an artist, we're taught to observe and capture or whatever that you see. So I had to look at the culture of Soweto. I had to look at the people themselves.
And yet it also needed to speak to any South African who would visit it.
Definitely.
Even it had to be kind of reflect the community, but also needed to speak to the outside community as well.
Definitely. As artists, we tell stories just as an author does. The only difference is that we paint our stories, And I would say the people around Soweto themselves are the key people that then inspire you to actually create that art piece, because it's about you as an artist. You have to show your artwork, and then it's about the people, and it's about Vodacom. So you have to connect that, and it's really easy to do that because we all know that Vodacom is a network that connects people, and whenever there's like a number of people in one network, then
so what did you come up with?
I came up with a lot of things that I looked at. I looked at entrepreneurship in Soweto themselves. So I had to look at what can I really capture that would say entrepreneurship, and then what would capture Vodacom as well. So I collaborated with a little bit of kids in the mixture, did illustrated kids playing around with, I'll say, plastic phones, wired up.
So that's the aspirational value of the brand.
Yeah, so that's just to connect the whole thing. And then with the entrepreneurship of Soweto, I looked at the street crown. I mean, there's business there. So, I mean, I looked at that and then just literally just sketched that and then put it in a scenario where it would then speak to the entire brief itself.
Everybody always wants to know about prize money, prizes. What do you win? What do they get? Other than putting their name on one of the most iconic things in Soweto, what was the ultimate prize?
So the ultimate prize, and I think for us, so there's two prizes. So the monetary prize was 10,000 rand per participant.
Okay.
We started off looking for 3 artists to literally have their artwork displayed, but the judges, our esteemed judges, with depth, literally recognized 2 other additional artists whose work was, could not be put aside, and aspects of those, their presentation will be reflected, variously throughout the artwork. So essentially the 3 winners, so Brenda and the team will literally get their 10,000. The 2 other colleagues will literally get 5,000 and a Vodacom tablet.
Okay, cool. And also, come on, how cool is it to drive past that every day and have people see your artwork, Brenda?
I should tell you right now, my daughter is the one like, Mama, we're going to pass there and see your artwork. And well, I'm seeing her screaming each time we pass there, that's my mother's artwork, and which is quite interesting. Also, making a mark, for me as an artist, and me passing there, I think already I'm feeling proud passing there, even as the work it's still under construction. But then I feel like telling everyone next to me, even I'm in a taxi, I want to say, do you know my artwork is coming there,
Yeah. And for you, Peter?
I'll say it's an ambulance situation. I mean, as an artist, you always look at people looking at your work all the time. And growing up as an artist, a lot of friends, they say, Peter, your work is so amazing. And they're always criticizing you in a very positive way. So having to then put a mag on an iconic thing like that, I mean, that's like the entire world is actually criticizing your work and then looking at it, wow, you did that. So I mean, it's humbling. It's something obviously I never imagined it would happen.
But it's also cool when nobody's around, you punch the air and you scream your name. Yes. Okay.
Definitely.
We've run out of time, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. 2 of the winners, Brenda Ramadiehe as well as Peter Silwimba, talking to us about their artwork that will be on probably the biggest billboard in South Africa, and Vodacom representative Tshepo Ramodibe talking to us about the competition dynamics and how they eventually came to these 2 amazing artists. We take an ad break. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you.